Pranams to everyone. Babuji's birthday celebrations not very far, just around the corner. How to make the best of it? Over the years, some of you have been practicing last 50 years, some 40 years, 30 years. Many decades have passed. On an average, previously we used to have 2 celebrations. Before that we used to have 1 celebration. Now we have 4, sometimes 5. During each bandara, we are somehow sensitized and awakened to fulfill our primary need. Many of us come to resolve certain issues related to life, but whose life has ever been free from troubles and miseries ever since the creation of this universe? Babuji's promise is that we can lead very contentful life through right understanding. Having a right perspective to life, we can sail through all the troubles, miseries of life without being touched by them, without being affected by them. This is what Lord Krishna has also been telling. There is a big difference between Babuji's statement and Lalaji's, or rather Lord Krishna's statement. Lord Krishna gives you a prescription that let your heart be free from all this attachment. Something like a lotus leaf in a dirty pond that is never getting affected, but it makes use of that dirt for its nourishment. It doesn't complain that I am surrounded by this dirt, but it makes the best use of it. If Lord Krishna happens to come here today and stands in front of us, how many will know him as real Avatar Purusha? If he comes up in the same pitambar clothes, with peacock feather mukut, with bansuri in his hands, with that whirling wheel in Sudarshan on his finger, most of us will say, तो magician आया है, कोई नाटकी आया है, कोई dramatist actor आया है यहाँ पे. No one will understand. Even during his lifetime, Duryodhan and others used to tell him, ये तो जादूगर है, magician है. Arjun addressed him as his friend, but who addressed him as the Lord of the universe? Except for Radha. And that too out of love. Did she see Lord of the universe in him? No. But when you love someone, even if it's a dog, completely, there is some sort of resonance. You admire that individual when there is true love. But what makes us not see the reality? Often we are tainted with this. Something which is real seems unreal. Something which is unreal seems very real. That's why rishis of the past calls this world as Maya. We are unable to see the reality behind this Maya. Sahaj Marg has recognized, Babuji Maharaj has recognized what is the reason behind this Maya. Why are we not able to see reality or real as real? When you are afraid, when you are fearful, even a little sparkle, even a little light bug that moves in the dark, even carbon dioxide bubbling as a blue light, even a rope hanging from a tree will look as if that's a snake. The blue light as the spirit, sparkling, lighting bug as some sort of a spirit or a ghost, because we don't have the real understanding of what's really happening around. And we interpret them as ghosts, one as snake. Your boyfriend is talking to someone on the phone and you think he's flirting with someone. Or your husband is talking in the middle of night to his boss and you think he's always flirting at night with someone. And the relationship breaks down. Then you start doubting the loved ones. And when you start doubting the loved ones, what would the other person do then? See, that my life, I have served, I have loved, and still this doubt is there. Then this doesn't help. See. Samskars, Babuji says this is all because of samskars. हमारा जो भाव है अंदर से, एटीट्यूड है, उसकी वजह से we develop certain type of thinking, सोच बदलती है. जब सोच बदलेगी तो हमारी प्रवृत्ति भी बदलेगी. Because of change in attitude, change in my thinking and understanding, I act or don't act. This action leads to reciprocated response, with either you like it or you don't like it. There is always emotional reaction to every action. If you did not react emotionally, if you did not see the snake in the rope, if you did not see the spirit in that carbon dioxide flame, your vision is good. Your understanding is correct. Your conclusion is correct. So samskars, they are embedded in our consciousness. They remain embedded in our consciousness, and as we move life after life, soul that carries this consciousness also carries the seeds of the samskars. So my vision, my understanding in the next life also remains the same, unless and until we do something about developing right understanding and correct thinking. Because these two aspects, understanding and thinking, improves or spoils our consciousness. Heavier the consciousness, grosser the person. Heavier the consciousness, the perception will be unreal. Clarity will be lost. That's why in our shastras we call a true vision as darshan. Darshan means to see the thing as it is. Prabhu ke darshan ho gaye means to envision the Lord as He is, not based on my imagination, based on my conditioning. Suppose Lord Jesus happens to come here, again giving the example of Lord Krishna. Even during his lifetime, so many people hated him. Very few loved him. Few ended up killing him. We were talking of the Lord. Why? Because everyone has a different perception of one person. We have millions and zillions of people in this universe. How many impressions, how many conditioning, how many various visions we have. Everyone is unique. God has created all of us in a unique way. But in the beginning, we were all the same. Later on, this difference is crept in because of our soch, because of our thinking. We started creating our own empire. Babuji calls it as creating our own little islands. Islands that drift. Move away from other islands. Move away from unity. Move away from universal existence. Individual is created. And as long as individuality remains, you have formed your own island. and you start thinking my island is greener and better, I am the best. That is the main problem. And ego, saying I am the best, would like to survive at any cost. That fuels my desires, that distorts my thinking, that distorts my wisdom. And thus, when your bodily desires are perverted, your thinking is perverted, your wisdom is destroyed, your ego is misplaced. And as a result, your consciousness will be affected, your destiny will be affected. So Babuji Maharaj has prescribed, remove these samskars. Samskars is the single most reason why consciousness remains polluted. So I would like you all to ponder over, think over how I can prevent, first of all, forming samskars. How to act and think in such a way that I do not form samskars. If at all I form samskars, how to clean it? Babuji Maharaj wishes that how long will you keep on practicing yoga, meditation? Time must come when you must say goodbye to this practice and lead a divine life, life full of fulfillment. Practice is only there so that we become worthwhile vehicle for godly activities. You know, our master used to keep saying this aspect. There are differences between many individuals, and he broadly categorized. One is a fool, another is a wise, another is a normal person, and a supervised people. Foolish people, mood log, even when they make mistakes, and somebody tells him that you made a mistake, no, sir, you don't see it correctly, I am correct. Despite of telling them you did this boo-boo, you made this mistake, they don't agree. Little bit wiser person will thank you and say, thank you for showing me my mistake. Better person will resolve and say, I will not repeat this. The best among all, before he acts, sees where this action will lead to. That's why meditation helps, that before we act, during meditation we come to this idea that if I do this during this daytime, it will not be good for my life. So we avoid it. Avoiding certain actions of that nature will prevent us from forming samskars. You see how beautifully meditation and cleaning is integrated, how we can design our own destiny in a masterful way. And when we stop meditating, for example, when Master says, now, my dear son or my dear daughter, you don't need to meditate because you have reached a certain level of consciousness which can never be spoiled. Those people, even before they act, they don't form samskars, neither on them nor on others. We have to understand the other aspect also. हम सहज मार्गी है. Suppose you have the ability of not forming samskars, it's good. Even if you form samskars, you can in the evening clean it up through our practice. And by chance, if you miss doing the cleaning, there is always a preceptor or the master who can help us clean out this burden. So, how to prevent samskars on myself, on others? My lifestyle should create piety, feeling of piety in others. My lifestyle, creating piety in others means creating love for God. My lifestyle should be of such that they should be reminded that there is something like God. They should feel reverence. That's what I understand when Babuji has written in one of his maxims. Lead a life of such a style that you are able to create piety in others. Not jealousy in others, not envy in others. So reflect on this. How have I been? Because everyone has a unique way of collecting samskars. He has unique way of collecting sanskars. You have a unique way of collecting sanskars. Your habits. Because of your prakriti, you keep on repeating pravritti. But these are related. Pravritti, prakriti, prarabdha are interconnected. My prakriti, my nature, my satvikta or my rajasic nature or tamasic nature, that my fundamental nature, my canvas of life on which I keep on developing various paintings, is unique to all. Your satvikta, if it is prevailing, your canvas will have sattvic pictures. Tamasic, that will also reflect the tamasic pictures of your life in the eyes of others as well as yourself. So it depends on me how I can create my life. Do you also like the way you have created your life? Ask yourself. When you flirt, do you feel happy about it? When you give in so easily to others and make them abuse you, use you, seduce you in many ways, mentally, physically, spiritually, are you happy about it? Though you willingly participate in those activities, are you really happy about it? If you are not happy, you may perform mistake once, twice, but all your life, then who can save us? Gurus can't help us when we are on our pathways. Your thoughts, your feelings cannot be changed, even by God. Lord Krishna could not change the thinking process of Duryodhana, for example. We are grateful to Duryodhana, we are using his name. He is like a lighthouse in a stormy ocean. He has become the beacon of warnings. Don't do like me, he says. I could not understand Lord Krishna. Though I knew what I was doing was wrong, yet I was succumbed to doing things wrongly. I did not know anything better. At least he was honest enough to confess. We are worse than Duryodhans. We don't even confess. And when such is the case, if a little better fellow like Duryodhana had to be destroyed, what will he do with us? We are not even deserving the mercy even to be destroyed, I would say. What is the way out? Should we not do our cleaning properly? Should we not act and think properly? So let's refine our lives. For next 2-3 weeks, heighten your awareness, consciousness to such heights, consciously. Intensify your remembrance of the Master. Intensify your love, your resonance with the Master, with the Lord. And practice like never before. Don't miss even one meditation. Not even one cleaning, one nighttime prayer, 9 o'clock prayer. Don't miss any of it till 30th April and see how Bandharas can change us. This preparation is like plowing our fields, the way the farmers, they plow their fields. They will do the seeding and they will bring the rain in our hearts. And there will be a golden crop rising. But we must cooperate. Cooperation comes in many ways. Recognize the mistake first. Seek apology. Promise yourself, I will not repeat. Refine yourself with thinking and action. That's the life of Sahaj Marg. Thank you.